Hi. So today's video is going to be a back to school makeup tutorial. I know lots of these videos going around at the moment, but this is the one time of the year that we can do these kind of videos. And this is obviously what I'm wearing right now. Very easy, very quick, very natural. And yeah, I'd say it probably takes about 10-15 minutes to just do this entire look. And it's just very, very simple and easy, like I said. But I'm also using all products that are either from the drugstore or are super, super affordable, which we love, and that's what we want because we don't want to be spending a lot of money on makeup for school because why? I mean, you can if you want, but we're gonna go affordable. But this is the look, so if you want to see how I created this look and what products I use, then make sure you are subscribed, give the video a thumbs up too, and just keep watching. Okay, so I think ooh, we haven't got the candles on. So again, sorry for the mirror, it's just gonna have to stay there. So I think we're gonna just do the face first because not looking the best. Actually, I'm gonna do my brows because I always do my brows first and I didn't do them on purpose today. So I'm gonna use what I usually use. Let's not laugh because of how sad this looks, but this is the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Duo Brow Pencil. And one side has broken, which is like the Brow Wiz side, so I have to use the slanted one, which I don't really like, but I'm gonna have to use it. And I have no lid for either side, so I'm gonna go in with this. So yeah, I don't do anything special with my brows. This is why I never show it on camera and I just do it before I start filming, because I literally just do the same thing and just literally just fill them in a little bit because I have pretty full brows naturally, so I just fill in usually the top and then just the tail as well, just to give that end a bit of love. It's literally all I do. It's the same thing, nothing special, nothing too difficult. I probably should trim my brow hairs, but it's fine. I always set my brows as well. And at the moment, if I can find it, I've been using the Colourpop Clear Brow Boss Gel, so I'm just gonna set them in place. Not gonna lie, for when I was in school, whether it was high school, college, I didn't actually set my brows. I didn't really do my brows, especially in high school. I did not bother whatsoever. I didn't even have them plucked in high school. I just didn't really care. So I didn't know what brow gel was back then. In college, obviously, I started to fill them in and stuff because I got them shaped and all that. Yeah, I don't really go to much effort with makeup in high school or college, to be fair. College definitely did not put effort in because I didn't even like being at college to start off with. So obviously everything that I'm going to use is all affordable, or you can get it from the drugstore as well. So for face primer, I'm going to use the Catrice Fresh It Up Aqua Fresh Hydro Primer. This is one of my favourites. It's really, really nice. And it's really hydrating for your skin as well. We need to be moisturised for school. And it goes quite tacky as well, so I feel like it does genuinely do a good job at keeping your makeup on. So for foundation, I got like a few options when I was like picking out what to use for the video. So obviously I think it's important to wear an SPF if you're going to school. I usually, when I did wear foundation to school, I did usually get one with an SPF in it. I did usually do that. I think my favourite one for high school was the Bourjois foundation. I always loved that, the healthy foundation, and like the serum as well. I've always loved those, so I always used that. Or I think in college as well, I like the MAC, is it the Fluid, Studio Fix Fluid, is that got SPF in? I think one of the MAC ones, I used that and that's got SPF, so I used that one. But as of now, I think like if I was in uni, obviously I didn't go to uni and I don't plan on, but if I did, then I'd probably use something like this, which is just a skin tint, and this one's by Pixie. It's one of my favourites. And I like wearing this for work when I just can't be bothered, which is most of the time. That's why this is almost empty. So this is really, really good, but it doesn't have an SPF in, I don't think. It might do, I don't think it does, but there's this. So obviously if you're going to use something like this, then obviously wear an SPF underneath. The one I use is the Body Shop Vitamin E one. This is one of my favourites, I really love this. That one kind of like evens out your skin texture and your skin tone as well, so I really like that one. But I wanted to like come up with a couple of like actual foundation options as well, because I know Pixie can be a bit pricey. It's still drugstore, I guess, but it's not as affordable as these two. So these are both from the drugstore. I think you can get both of these from Boots, or you can get Flower from Superdrug. So this is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation. This one has SPF 18 in it, which obviously it's not that high, but at least it's got some SPF in there. So this one's really nice. Again, if you have super dry skin, this is a really good foundation because it is a dewy foundation. If you're oily, I don't know how you'll feel about this, but I like to be on the dewier side, so I would go for something like this. One of my favourites that I've actually been using for a few years now, this is the No. 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Serum Foundation, and this one has an SPF of 15 in it. This one, I think I'm going to use this one today because I don't know, I just feel like using this one. I haven't used it in a while. I'm just going to pump a bit on here, a cat hair on there, great. Say this has light to medium coverage. Oh, I used the shade Honey in this. Does my hair still look wet? I just washed it. Does it look wet? No, yeah. If it does look wet, it's not greasy, okay? It's just a bit damp. I don't even know whether to do eyeshadow, to be honest. I've got a palette, I just don't know whether to use it because honestly I did not wear eyeshadow for school or college. I feel like this is what I wear. If I was in uni or something now, this is probably the look that I would do. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. So for concealer, I'm going to use the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. This is not from the drugstore, obviously it's Sephora, but it's a drugstore price. I think this is only like 12-ish. It's around the 12 mark. This one lasts a really good time on your skin as well. That's why I'm using this, because obviously you're at school for a long time in the day, so you want a good concealer, you want a good foundation, and a good powder. I think they're like the three main things you need. Not gonna lie, I did not have the patience to do all this for school. Like genuinely, even in high school, even like in like year 10 and 11, I did not have the patience with this amount of makeup. I would literally just put like, I used BB creams a lot, to be fair. I'd literally just do that and then be out the door. Like I also, like, I've never moved house before, so like I still do now live quite close to my high school and my college. It's like walking distance for both, under like 15 minutes to get to both of them. So I'm that lazy that I still didn't get up early for school. I would literally wake up at like 8 AM and I would have to be in school for 9 and then just run. Putting it on, I've been watching makeup YouTube videos since like I was in like year 7, so I was like 12 at that point. So I've always liked makeup, but I just never could be bothered putting it on for school and stuff like that. But out of school, of course I did. I used to raid my mum's makeup bag. I used to love going in there, as we all did. Okay, so to set that all in place, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder, my favourite. This one, I feel it just looks so nice on your skin. I would 100% wear this. I just realised I put concealer over my lids. Oh well, I need to prime them anyway, don't I? I'm trying to go back and like think about when because I went to a really chill high school. Like no one was like super dressed up. Well, no, obviously we wore a uniform, but you know. But like I don't really remember anyone wearing tons of makeup, to be honest. Honestly, everyone was pretty chill, I think. I mean, I didn't like most of the people, but they were still pretty chill. Should I do eyes and then finish the face? Yeah, let me just get the eyes out of the way because then I feel I'm going to become lazy and then I'm not going to do eyeshadow. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Opposites Attract palette. This is a really good palette and it's nice and affordable. I think I'm just going to stick with like maybe like 2 shades. Lovely. That's not in the middle. Is that in the middle? Who knows. Okay. I feel like I should tie my hair back. I'll do. That'll do. We look awful, but that'll do. Absolute shambles today. Oh well. This is also not a cute. I feel like I look like Princess Leia with this hair. Or like someone's mum. Yeah, I look like a mum from like the 1950s. I'm just gonna mix 2 shades because I actually wanted a warm brown, but we don't have one in this palette, but we're gonna work with it. So I'm gonna go with this shade, which is called Saucy, and the shade Warm over here. This hair, no. There we go. I'm gonna pop these all over the crease and the outer corner as well. I'm kind of like concentrating it so there's more darkness in the outer part of the eye. Filming for the past like 2 minutes, I was blending my eyeshadow, so sorry if you missed that. She just did the same thing. I'm leaving it like that and leaving a bit of space in on the lid area to add something else, and I'm just doing the same on the other eye, obviously. I feel like I'm okay, you know. I think like I hit my head today, which obviously is not good. So maybe we have a concussion. So yeah, maybe I'm not okay. Maybe I've just like... Alright, I'm gonna take those 2 shades again and just run them on the lower lash line. I need to use a smaller brush. Oh my god, I cannot use the same brush for the entire eye look. Just put some effort in. I've got a smaller brush now. Then I'm gonna take Shade Fresh from the palette, which is just like the matte bone colour, I guess. Well, it's not really, it's like a cream. It's like a washed out cream. And I'm just gonna bring this over just in the space where there isn't any eyeshadow. Okay, so my favourite drugstore mascara is the Maybelline Big Shot Colossal Mascara. But I think for like school, I feel like it can be a bit too dramatic. So I'm going to tightline first. I always have to tightline. So I'm going to use my LA Girl Endless Liner. I'm trying to think if I ever curled my eyelashes. And did I? No, I don't think I had a eyelash curler, to be honest. Now, can't live without them. Okay, so I'm going to go with the Covergirl Super Sizer Mascara. This is a brown one, but it's really nice for every day. It really makes your lashes just look like you're not wearing mascara, but lengthens them, if that makes sense. So it does its job without actually looking like you're wearing mascara. Just gonna finish the rest of the face off now. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm gonna go in with my Physicians Formula bronzer. This one is just the shade Bronzer. Okay, for blush, I'm gonna use my favourite blush. That probably was my favourite blush for like 3 years, 2 or 3 years. It's been one of my favourite blushes for a while. This is the Essence Satin Touch blush in Satin Bronze. I don't think they do this anymore. This is why mine's like broken, but I refuse to get rid of it because I can't find this anywhere anymore. So there's like a matte version that's very similar to this, but this is the satin version and it just looks so nice. It gives you a nice like healthy glow as well. Like obviously I've got no highlight and it just gives you a nice glow. I think I'm gonna set my face before I do my highlight. I have options. Oh wait, there's another one. These are all my affordable setting sprays. Oh, and this one. So these are the options. Colourpop All-Star Setting Spray. I don't actually like this as a setting spray because it kind of mats your face a little bit. I kind of use it just to dampen my beauty blender. So that is an option if you have oily skin. That's probably best for you. I'm juggling here. Okay, so getting on to the dewy skin, we have the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist, which again, really, really nice. We also have the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. Again, if you have oily skin, you don't want anything dewy, this one will lock in your makeup. It won't go anywhere. This is a really, really good. I'm almost out of this. We have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. I haven't tested this that much. It has a really nice mist and it's super affordable, but I haven't really checked if it works yet. Then two of my favourite ones, I have the Catrice Illuminating Setting Spray. This one you really do need to shake. So yeah, dry skin, this will be your friend. And if you have oily skin, this one's probably better for you. It's also by Catrice and this is their multi-talent fixing spray. This is probably my favourite affordable setting spray just ever. It's so good. The mist is really good on this and this genuinely works. I like the Milani Make It Last setting spray as well. I just have so many that I don't need to get that. Right now I've gone through I think 2 of the Milani ones at least. This has kind of taken over. You know what? We're gonna go in with Catrice today. Okay, obviously you can leave your skin like this. You know what? I think I might. I'll just add a tiny bit of highlight just for you people that do need a bit of glow. I genuinely would just leave my skin like this because it looks just so naturally glowy. You know what I am? I'm going to leave it like this. But what I was going to use is one of my favourite highlights ever. Whether it's powder or cream, this is just one of my favourites. This is the Colourpop On The Cusp Super Shock Cheek. It's blinding, but you can just use a tiny bit and it'll just look very natural. But, and obviously it's a cream, so it just blends into the skin really nicely. Even on top of powders and stuff, it's a good one. So I would use that, but we have a really nice glow going on here, so I think we're going to keep that. That is that Essence blush. I swear, it's the best. I'm going to use the NYX matte lip liner in the shade London. Shall we do that? Or should we put a bit of effort in? I don't know, I kind of like it like this. I'll just add a tiny bit of gloss. So over top I was going to go in with the NYX Butter Gloss in Madeleine, I never know how to say it. Okay, so that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. You can recreate it if you are going back to school, college, whatever. You can even wear this for work. I'm going to wear this for work right now. So yeah, that is it for the video. So I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you in my next video.